Hardcore Holly never got the apology that he was looking for from Brock Lesnar after Brock Lesnar nearly just decapitated him when Lesnar broke Holly's neck. And now Holly has a massive opportunity, not just for revenge, but to capture the WWE Championship. And Hardcore Holly able to counter Lesnar, sending Lesnar hard into the post. And once more, how do you tame a beast? Well, you send him into some hard steel and knock him silly. Now the bell rings. This thing officially starts, and Holly's up at the top. Lesnar gets out of the way, realizing exactly what was coming his way, as Lesnar now stomps away on Hardcore Holly. There are a lot of emotions, as I mentioned, for Hardcore Holly heading into this match. And with that being said, in any situation, you always need to keep your emotions in check. But with the emotions so high for Hardcore Holly, how is he going to be able to manage that and maintain any kind of focus if he can even get back in this thing? Lesnar has the clear size advantage over Hardcore Holly. Brock Lesnar, well, there's a reason he's the WWE champion. And there's a reason a couple years ago, just less than a couple years ago, that he won his first WWE championship back at SummerSlam 2002 when he defeated The Rock. In his first few months in WWE, Brock Lesnar was already the top guy. Brock Lesnar, two-time NCAA heavyweight champion. So there was no doubt about it there that Brock was born for greatness. However, Hardcore Holly is he biting off more than he can chew? Is he letting his frustrations and anger get the best of him on how he feels about Brock Lesnar? Brock Lesnar has Hardcore Holly locked in deep right now. And with Holly being trapped the way he is by Lesnar, how do you get out of this? He is literally squeezing the life out of, I guess, well, Brock Lesnar decided to do it on his terms. He decided to let go. I can almost guarantee that with the life that was being squeezed out of Hardcore Holly, Holly wasn't getting out anytime soon. Perhaps looking for the Fisherman Buster, and it's delayed as Lesnar plants Holly into the mat and quickly follows up with a boot to Holly and then tries to secure a pinfall there, going right after the midsection with the waist lock. Trapping the waist is Brock Lesnar on Hardcore Holly. Brock is doing a great job at keeping Holly grounded. Holly can be very quick inside the ring, but the thing is, Brock Lesnar is wisely doing what he can to slow down any potential momentum that could come for Hardcore Holly. You don't want to get, the last thing you want, especially where Brock Lesnar has Hardcore Holly, is a German suplex. And that's the last thing Hardcore Holly needs after Brock Lesnar has already broken his neck once. Now we're in a bear hug submission. This puts a lot of pressure on the lower back of Hardcore Holly. Holly trying to break free. And it's open season for Hardcore Holly. There was nothing covering the face of Lesnar, but Lesnar counters. Lesnar with a belly-to-belly suplex, nailing Hardcore Holly just like that. Lesnar right back in control, returning right to the submission hold. The arm and the head of Hardcore Holly are trapped. Hardcore Holly may be left with no choice but to tap out. You don't really see Brock Lesnar go for submissions too often. However, it's almost one of those situations for Brock Lesnar where it's like, oh my God, I'm done hearing you. I'm done with this. I know you want, it's like Hardcore Holly wants his revenge, but Brock Lesnar just wants to move on from Hardcore Holly. Brock Lesnar's mindset is He's here for money. He's here for championships. He's here to prove that he's better than everybody else. Before even entering the world of pro wrestling, Brock Lesnar always had that cockiness. How could you not have that kind of cockiness? As I mentioned, with all those accolades, being such a profound collegiate wrestler at the University of Minnesota. All-American, multi-time NCAA heavyweight champion. It doesn't get any bigger than that. Holly trying to pick up some momentum, though. And the last one takes down Lesnar and follows up with a drop kick. This could be the momentum that Hardcore Holly is looking for. Pops up. And an Alabama slam takes down Brock Lesnar. A sickening impact on Brock Lesnar. Looking for the full Nelson. However, that massive upper frame of Brock Lesnar, it's going to be very difficult to get the submission hold in, and pushes Lesnar back. However, the landing allowed Lesnar to make it to the bottom rope. Holly, the last thing he wants is to get himself disqualified. It looked like Lesnar was tapping out for that second, but it doesn't matter. They're only outside. Hardcore Holly, he found his spot. He found his opening. The problem is Brock Lesnar was very smart in that time to be able to make it to the outside onto the floor. And right back on it, but a head ringer catching Holly up on the top rope. Not wise for Holly. And here comes the opening for Brock Lesnar. Well, if he can fully capitalize, Lesnar having a hard time. Oh, Lesnar, nice takedown. Very quick is Brock Lesnar and goes for a ride and pulls out an F5. Brock Lesnar, just like that, puts away Hardcore Holly. Just like that, Brock Lesnar able to turn things around. And Brock Lesnar is still the WWE champion.